Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs in Switzerland. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a Bburago 5-box set of Ferraris that I got, wonder of wonders, right here in Switzerland at a discount store. And that's a rare find because, as a rule, I must cross the Rhine River into France or Germany to find die-cast cars. So this was my lucky day, and what a nice set. Recently, I'd seen a large-scale model of a 488, so I'd been on the hunt for a 1:64 version, and this set of 5 includes 2 of them. I'll give you a quick comparison. This is the Pista against the GTB. Very close because the Pista comes from the GTB. A bit of a different nose. The rear end and diffusers are more accentuated on the Pista. And here's the main difference. The Pista, or the racing version, has an indent in the hood. I'll tell you more about that later. But this is the one that I'm going to work on today. Never seen a Ferrari that I didn't like. They are just sexy, cool cars, aren't they? You've seen guys do wheel swaps and call it a day, and I can't argue that that all by itself can make an incredible difference in a car. I'm going to do a cosmetic makeover on this one. I'm not going to strip down the paint or that nice racing stripe. I'm going to start with this as the base model and add some cool decals to it, going by some Google pics that I found, and I'll freelance somewhat too, and there will be a wheel swap at the end. Stay tuned, get a hot cup of coffee on your knee, and see what happens to the Pista. I just sharpened my 4mm drill bit, and you can see that it bites right through the chassis plastic with no trouble at all, so that gives me a nice clean result. And I can take it apart now. First thing I notice is the glass is in there solidly. It's not a rivet, but it's some pretty heavy-duty resin that's holding it together. I'll just leave it like that and be sure to tape it over before I do any clear coat. This engine shows through the big back glass, so that will get detailed, as will these dual sport racing seats. Nice work here by Bburago. I like the suspension, kind of like some of the Mesto cars. These are the original hard plastic wheels. Can say goodbye to those. The chassis affords a little bit of opportunity for some detailing. Right. Let's file that inventory away and show you what's coming up real soon on my channel. Next week is a buddy build with Paul from Diecast Graveyard. He's doing a Canadian car for me, and I'm doing an American-themed one for him. Paul's also hosting his ginormous build-off. The theme is your favorite rock band. There's the last build of the year, 4 Horsemen, and the first one of January is an exotics theme. I've gained a whole lot of new subscribers in 2023, and I'd be real pleased if you'd be the next one, if you're not already. That's one of my inspiration picks for the decal makeover. On a red background, I have to lay down some ghost white foundational decals. Colors will go on top of these, like this. I thought this was an interesting pattern for the sides and the rear quarter panels. I have to smooth it into lots of the contours there with some microsol. It was in March 2018 that Ferrari unveiled the 488 Pista, which means track in Italian, at the Geneva Motor Show. The Pista's design was influenced heavily by the 488 GTE, but the Pista received a lot of mechanical and exterior modifications to make it more capable on the racetrack. like a 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, which generated a power output of 710 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. Revisions to the 7-speed dual-clutch transmission also allowed for shifts in 30 milliseconds when drivers enter race mode. The most noticeable exterior change for the Pista is at the front end. Air passes through the ducts in the front bumper, which direct it through a large vent in the hood, and that creates more downforce over the nose at high speeds. Here's some very important windshield signage with a bright yellow Ferrari background. Just about finished with the exterior now. Today's community shoutout goes to Diecast Outlaw, and I'm hoping that this shoutout will generate some well-deserved new traffic on his YouTube channel. So follow the link in the description and swing on by, say hello, and tell him you came from Maple Leaf Customs. Thank you. I'm going to turn these very nice Bburago racing seats into more of a Ferrari look. The black plastic got white primer and then high gloss red, and I've made a set of racing harnesses in yellow. Just printed them on paper with a little bit of red background, but when I put these in with some well watered down white glue, they blend right in. Looks cool. Again, highly visible through the rear glass. This big engine is begging for some detail, so I did a little bit of chrome, a little bit of red to make it stand out. And the steering wheel grips are in red too. There's my personal touch on the bottom of the chassis. Remember the original wheels? Nice upgrade coming to real rubber Samed wheels. They're in the traditional Ferrari 5-point star shape. The gold is going to look great against the Rosa Corsa red body. So be sure to swing by www.samedwheels.com to order custom wheels for your next project. Use the promo code MAPLELEAF to get a special bonus gift thrown in. Well, I've done everything I'm going to do on the Pista, so the very few Bburago parts can go back together now. You see, I've added the rear wing spoiler on the back, couple of screws to lock it all down. Nice freedom on the new Samed wheels. Here I am in Maranello, Italy, on my birthday a couple of years ago at Ferrari HQ with my little German sports car, which wasn't so popular, parked at the front entrance like that, but enjoyed a tour of the factory. It's a very high-tech, interesting place. Here's my version of one of Enzo's beauties. I just deckled it up. Kind of a fantasy build, not based on any real race car, just a composite design, but I think it looks cool. With the Samed wheels on there, it's a great roller. I tried as an experiment to just build up on what was already present. The red and the racing stripe were preserved, and I turned it into this. I like the livery. They're homemade decals. I've never ordered a set online. There's lots of clear coat on there to make it glisten under the lights. Beautiful lines, aren't they? I sure had fun making this, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video today. It's going to go in this custom display case. It's not kid-friendly with the rear wing on there that could break off and be swallowed, so I'm not sure what the fate of this one will be, but for now it sits on my desk. I want to say thanks for visiting today. I invite you to leave a respectful comment below, and I promise to reply. Have a great week now. Drive carefully, It's coffee time.